Welcome you all to the third day of my 0 to 50K challenge, in which I am trying to launch and scale an AI automation agency from 0 to 50K per month. So let's get right into it. So today we are going to be talking about these things. First thing, I'm going to talk about the tools. Tools in terms of where did I buy the domain, payment processor, phone number, because you can also buy a phone number and go high level. I'm going to show you everything. Second thing is creating a pipeline. Third thing, adding contacts and tags. And the last thing, but not least, I'm going to show you a first automation related to when you add a contact. So it's going to your pipeline and opportunity. Automation related to pipeline. Okay, let's start. So the first thing, domain, super simple. I bought it in GoDaddy. It was super cheap. I think it was like $10. Now it's taken, of course, but yeah, look, propsing agency, £2. But it was like $10. It was very cheap. You don't need to overspend on the domain. Don't overthink it. If your domain is taken, in general, for example, look, propsing.com, I think was taken. Yeah, you see? So I just did propsing.agency and it was free. Don't overthink this process. So the second thing, we go to go high level. That's to load. Okay. Now we're going to Launchpad. And here, as you can see, here we can do those different integrations. So here we had Stripe, I connected Stripe. So before I connected Stripe, it was also this button, Connect, in which when you click it, you can add WhatsApp to your Go High Level. So this is the same thing. Here I added it. So what happens? You click, and with also then if you have an account in Stripe, you just connect your current account that you want to use. If you don't have an account, just create a new one. Just you have to give your basic information, name, surname, and your bank account, because you know the money from Stripe has to go to your bank account, etc. Just super basic stuff. It takes 4 minutes. Here I also added Facebook because we are going to be running ads. And yeah, I also wanted to integrate that. I'm going to show you how I did the different creatives. And yeah, let's go now to the second thing. Oh, also phone number. I was supposed to show you the phone number. So you can also, with Go High Level, when you add the contacts, you're not only limited to emails, you can also call your leads. And you buy a phone number. So in my case, I'm going to be targeting the United States. So in my case, I want to buy a US phone number. So I go here to settings and phone number, add a phone number, United States. But here we want to filter it. We don't want it local. We want it toll free. Why so? Because verifying local can take up to 4 or 5 weeks. And toll free takes 2 or 3 days. So here, and yeah, here you can choose your number, whatever number you want. It really doesn't matter. The costs are all the same. It's $2 per month. And yeah, I'm not gonna buy it now, but I'm just gonna show you. You can also buy a phone number via Go High Level. Super, super useful tool. So now let's go to the pipeline. What is a pipeline? So a pipeline is the step you're taking to contact the client. So for example, the way you're gonna the outbound research, the outbound way of contacting your potential lead. So here we have different ways: cold calling, cold emailing, warm emailing, webinar, whatever. You can say, you can even add TikTok lead, TikTok, TikTok lead, whatever. You got to lead, whatever, something related to TikTok. So now you always need to add stages. So stages are the steps that you take with this certain lead. So first stage is going to be simple, lead added. Second stage will be contacted. Third stage, responded. Number 4, booked an appointment. Paid, onboarding. So these are super basic steps. In my scenario, it's to every single pipeline method. It's cold calling, cold email, Facebook DMs. It's everything is the same. You add a lead, and you contact the lead. They respond, they book an appointment, paid, onboarding. No more to add here. Of course, maybe you might have a different step. Of course, you can add whatever you want. You're not limited to the steps I gave you right now. But just this is a pretty basic template. So now we have the pipeline here. What can we do with it? First, before, okay, now I'm gonna show you how to add contacts. So I'm gonna delete this contact because I added it before as a test. And here, you don't need to add contacts one by one. You don't need to do this. So Horatio, Oliver, well, etc., etc., etc. No, it wouldn't make sense. What can you do is you can import contacts. And how can we do it? So we are going to go to Google Sheets. And we can create a new sheet. And let's do it this way. Let's say you're creating a new spreadsheet, email, phone number, company name, city, location. So here, let's do something basic, like, I don't know, John Smith, Smith8 at gmail.com, some random number, 757, 757, 757, 757, company name, Ballers, location, London, UK. So imagine you have 100 leads here, because when I'm going to be showing you automations, we're going to be doing those lead scraping automations as an example. For example, we're going to be lead scraping for Google Maps. We will add a place where the leads will go, so they're organized, so they don't just pop up in the automation. But so we add also a Google Sheets part to the automation, and then all of the leads are going to come to such a template. So let's imagine that here, test one, we have 300 leads. So what do we know? We download it as a comma separated values CSV. Only this will work and go high level. It needs to be this. Okay, download it. Now we come back, and what we can do now, we don't need to do it manually. We can do this. Import contacts. Next. And here, we do this. And look how beautifully it maps for us. Or it already maps for us automatically, but sometimes, because we're using a different wording that is already in go high level. So for example, here we use name and yeah, the field is name, but here we use surname and probably here we have last name. And also here, location, probably here, it will be city. Okay, city. So London, UK. So we have it all mapped out. And now, what's up? Beautiful. So now we have John Smith here. And we want John Smith to go to our TikTok leads. Because look, here, when we have our TikTok lead, we have all of those steps. But we want to add Mr. John Smith to this opportunity, which is TikTok lead. So what do? We need to create an automation in which when we will add a tag to a certain name, it will automatically go to the opportunity that we want. So now we will create the workflow. Oh wait, first we need to, sorry. First we need to create the tag, the TikTok tag. So what do? We do this and we need to add a tag. Tag is gonna be TikTok. Action name, add to opportunity. But I think this is not important, but it can be whatever, but let's say add topic. What? Okay. What happens? Okay. Awesome. So now we added the tag to this TikTok. We create a tag. So now we go to automations, I believe. We create a workflow from scratch. So we create an automation whenever a contact tag is added. Our contact tag in this case is going to be TikTok. So we save the trigger, and now we want this to go to a TikTok lead. TikTok. Lead added. Opportunity to move. Open. Opportunity name. Oh no, prop sync lead gen. And now we're going to publish this. Whenever we add a contact tag to TikTok, let's see, because I don't know if I remember if we need to add the tag first, or do we need to add the tag second? Okay, I know what I did wrong. So now we need to do this. Remove tag. Okay, so now we remove the tag. So let's see if now we add it again. Adding tag. TikTok. Add tags. Boom. We got it. Okay. So I did it the other way around. You first need to do the automation, and after you create the automation, then when you're going to be adding tags to each of the contacts, it's going to be adding to your opportunities. And what's interesting here, we can also and we will create automations that whenever an added lead is contacted, then it automatically goes here, because we don't want this lead to be here forever. Because, for example, if he's going to be already paid, we don't want him to be here. We want him to be here. So what will we do is just we need to create those automations that whenever this lead is contacted, he responds, like this lead is just jumping from here, 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 and then after everything, he has to be here onboarding. So this is just, we just need to create automations for each pipeline and for each opportunity, and it's going to be, every single funnel of generating leads will have to have its own various automations. So yeah, so today we did the tools in terms of, I showed you where to buy a domain, super simple, don't overcomplicate it, just buy the cheap, just if .com is not available, try agency, AI, whatever. I showed you that you can easily connect Stripe, Facebook, and phone number. It costs $2. And remember, buy it toll free. This is the most important thing, because you're going to be waiting weeks or months for verification. I'm going to be showing in the next video, potentially next or in 2 videos, how to verify the phone number. But okay, so we also created a pipeline, the TikTok pipeline. Then we added, it should be the other way around. Remember, guys, I added it. This should be here, and this should be here. Because first you need to create the automation related to adding the tag, so it goes to the pipeline opportunity. And then after you create an automation, then you can easily add tags to each of your contacts. But before, if you add the tag before and you create the automation after, it's going to happen what happened now. We won't have our lead in the lead added section, the opportunity. So we're done for today. Day 3 is done. Tomorrow is day 4. And during day 4, we are going to go to creating our automations in make.com. So we are going to be creating automations for scraping Google Maps, potentially scraping LinkedIn, we're going to see. And I'm going to show you how do we create the automation so it automatically sends emails to our leads and automatically follows up if the lead is not answering. So see you tomorrow on day 4 and take care as always. See you.